Hey, it's Kyle from escapingthenorm.com, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you exactly how to set up a Getresponse account to do the initial setup, as well as how to add a professional email, aka a domain email, as well as how to authenticate the domain that email is associated with. Now this is very, very important, because if you don't do this, you're not going to be able to send emails properly. They're not going to show up in the inbox, and at best they'll show up in the spam box or not even get delivered at all. If you don't yet have Getresponse and you want to get it, go ahead and click the link in the description, and that's going to give you a 30-day free trial if you want. However, if you do upgrade after you initially sign up for the account, you'll get a free marketing course that's in depth from Getresponse. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I'm at the Getresponse homepage. And if you're signing up, all you do is click sign up for free, and then you enter your information. It's going to send you an email to the email that you put in here, and you'll have to click on the activation link in order to activate that email, and then you'll be brought back to the login. And then once you log in, you'll most likely have to verify your phone number with a text confirmation code, and then once you're done with that, you'll be in the account. So I'm gonna go ahead and log into my account. Now when you initially log in, it's gonna have a pop-up that pops up, and that's gonna be that initial offer I was talking about, where you can choose to upgrade now and get the free marketing course. So go ahead and make your decision on that. But anyways, this is the home page, and you're gonna get to all your user settings, etc. right up here where it says my account. So I'm gonna click on that, and basically I'm gonna show you how to set up a domain email. Typically when I set up a Getresponse account, I'll use a free email to sign up, and then I'll add the domain email afterwards, and then I'll authenticate that email and the domain that it's associated with. So if you come over to my account and then click manage account, the way that you add the email is you come down here to email addresses, and then what you're going to want to do is click add email. Now I'm going to add one of my test emails. So for the name, this is going to be the name that's going to show up when you send someone an email. So you can put your name or business name. I'm going to just put my name, and then I'm going to put the email address, and then I'm going to click add address. Okay, so now it's going to send you a verification link to your email, and as you can see, it showed up just now. So I'm going to click on this, and then all you do is click confirm, and then it's going to open up a new tab, and then this email will show up down here at the bottom if you have other email addresses in here. And by the way, you can add multiple different ones if you want to send from multiple different emails. So as you can see, this is the email I just put in here, and it says DMARC warning. If you hover over that, it'll tell you a little bit more about it. And basically, DMARC is an authentication method that spam filters use in emails to verify whether the email is actually legit or not. And there's a whole bunch of other things that go in with it. But basically at this point, your domain email is authenticated, so you don't have to worry about it. Now we just need to authenticate the domain that's associated with that email, which is this one right here. And you can click on this, and you can see that this email is confirmed. So all you do to authenticate the domain is click authenticate right here by the domain, and then it's going to give you a pop-up, and it's basically going to tell you to add this text record to your DNS zone editor. And it's going to be a little bit different for each web host, but my web host is Siteground, so I'll show you how to do that in Siteground. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to copy the value for this key. Just hit copy, and then come over to your Siteground account or whatever host you have, and then I'm going to go to websites, and then I'm going to click site tools under the website that I want to add this text record to. And if you're using a different host, just Google how to add a DNS record for that particular host if you don't know how, or if you don't have hosting just yet and you want to get a super good and blazing fast host, go ahead and click the link below in the description to sign up for Siteground. I've been using them for over 2 years, and they're a very good web hosting company. So now what I'm going to do is come down to domain, click on that, and then I'm going to click DNS zone editor. So all I'm going to do to create the record is come over here and click text. It's a text record. Now, one thing that's a little bit tricky, as you can see, the domain is already listed right here, so you don't want to include that part. Okay, so I'm going to come back over to Getresponse, and this is the name. The bolded part is the name that they want you to put in there. So I'm going to copy the bolded part, and I'm going to come back over to Siteground, and under name, I'm going to paste that in there. Now there is an issue right here, because as you can see, the domain name is already there, so we want to take that part out. So I'm going to take the escaping news as well as the dot out, and then what we're left with is this. And the TTL, I'm going to just leave it to default. And then the value, I'm going to come back over here and I'm going to copy this value and I'm going to paste it right here. And then I'm going to click create. And then I'm going to just verify that the name is the same as they had over there on Getresponse. And it is, so we're good to go with the domain. Now it will take a while in my experience to actually authenticate this with Getresponse. It seems like it actually does take close to 48 hours to authenticate this, because when I did it with the other domain, it seemed like it took like a day and a half or something like that. So just go ahead and click got it, and then just wait, you know, like a day or two. And if it still hasn't showed up yet, you know, you can contact support and see how they can help you with it. But I believe mine is authenticated, so I'm gonna refresh it just to make sure. And as you can see, it says authenticated. So that one was actually really fast. Now, some other things that you might do when you're initially setting your account up is to go under account details and just review all the information, like your address, make sure everything is correct. And then if you want to set something like two-factor authentication up, you can go ahead and set that up. But that's going to do it for this one. As you can see, it's very easy to do the initial setup in Getresponse. That's really all you need to do. And then from there, you can go on to building like email list, autoresponders, landing pages, etc. But if you got some value from this video, be sure you smash that like button. And if you want to see more videos like this, where I walk you through step by step, be sure to subscribe to see future videos and turn on all the notifications. If you have any suggestions or comments, feel free to drop those below in the comments, and I will catch you in the next one. Cheers.